When was Merlin black?
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, so he didn't actually die on set, though.
Yeah, but you see him get shot. Like,
He did get shot, but he didn't die. He died in the hospital later. But yeah, so what I said still stands. No one actually dies in the movies.
Well, I mean, yeah, he didn't actually die in the movie, but he was hurt
died.
on the movie to the
Sure.
point where he had to be airlifted.
But we were
to a hospital.
talking about someone's head exploding, and he said, "Well, it's
Gotcha,
fake.
gotcha,
It's
gotcha.
fake. It's not real." I'm like, it's always fake. There's never a real person exploding in a movie.
hey, you guys want to talk about Spud's cool new album that just came out?
Let's sure.
You guys want to do that?
Absolutely, I
Since
do.
we're talking about music and stuff, our good friend Mr. Spud Davenport had a new album come out on the 27th of January. Songs for the Cynical. Great album. So we're going to talk about it a little bit, about our highlights of it, and what we think.
So, what did you guys like about it? What were your guys' favorite songs? Real quick, on the count of 3, I want us all.
Wait. I need to go
What?
to the album first.
I actually have to look at it again, too, because I've been listening to it again more, too.
I thought it was cool that we all had different favorites.
Well,
True.
I mean, we all kind of had the same favorite. Like, I feel like our first or second favorite was all generally the same. And then we were like, okay, we can't all choose the same one.
Nope.
That's not true. It was.
We all picked different ones.
I mean, at least you and me, Devin, were the same one.
Okay.
Yeah, because I really liked Roommates. I think that was one of my favorites.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. On the count of 3, I just want us all to say it at
okay,
the same
okay.
time. Okay.
Say,
Real
'cause
quick.
I have two favorites though.
Okay, we'll do your top favorite one. Okay. On the
Okay.
count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You'd love,
Love
me now.
Frustration.
Nice.
Cool. We have all of us are different.
So I don't know if you knew this, Mick. I just want to talk about your favorite, Roommates.
Yeah.
Did you know that song he actually almost didn't end up making? Like,
Really?
Yeah, that was one that was like on the cutting floor that they ended up picking up and keeping, actually.
Really? How did you
Yeah.
find this out?
Because we talked to him about it.
Did he?
Yes.
Did he say? I can't remember. I
Like
can't
when you
remember-
interviewed
well, I remember
him?
we talked about it, but I can't remember him talking about that.
I don't remember him actually saying, well, he did actually say the name, but like you don't really remember it because we didn't actually listen to the songs back then when he was telling us about it.
Right, we didn't.
But that was one of the ones that he ended up doing. It's about lost
Wow. Well, I'm
grunge love.
glad it was on the album. It's really good.
I
There
think
was
that's
actually a lot of really insightful things he said about the album before any of us had listened to it. So
Yes.
go back and listen to that.
I think that's probably what I didn't like about the Roommates one was it was really grungy, and grunge isn't really my style.
Oh, you don't like grunge, huh?
No.
That makes sense,
Oh.
man.
Yeah.
You're more of like a Dave Matthews kind of guy, huh?
I like Dave Matthews.
you
and,
do.
and since I'm a lyricist
Well,
myself,
Jack Johnson, huh?
so like songs that have like really good lyrics I like a lot, which is why I like the Love Frustration one. I feel like that was his most lyrically like impressive song on the album.
Give me some of those lyrics that you like from it.
I mean,
Did you write any of them down?
I didn't write anything down. You think I write things down? I don't
And you
even
can't
know.
look at them on
I
Spotify
can't
either
look
because
at
you have to
them.
manually put them in there. So
I know.
I can't look at them anywhere. I have to see if I can Google it.
well, it's that
Well,
new.
It probably doesn't exist anywhere yet because it's so new.
How about we play a little bit of Love Frustration for everybody to
Okay.
listen to? Does that sound
Yeah.
good?
Sounds good. Right here.
Love frustration isn't my occupation, and I'll never ever go pro. Love frustration has been our reputation. It's cold and I'm no Eskimo. Yeah, I'm letting you know. I don't wanna go on like this, but I'm always trying.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That
Yep.
solo is good. Nice, like.
Yeah, it's got a
end.
good beat, good music, and the lyrics are really good too. So that's definitely my favorite one. I think that "Don't Flip Your Lid" is the catchiest one though.
I kind of
Like-
got a little bit of like Beatles, like the kind of like Beatles vibe from that of just like
Yeah.
not I don't know what
Little bit.
that word is for that type. It's not like a ballad, but like maybe it is a ballad. Is that a ballad?
Ballad's a thing.
Yeah,
I know
think
I
so.
know it's a thing. I don't know if that applies to this though.
Ballads have like a structure, I think, and I think like all of the songs that I wrote were ballads.
Okay. Well, maybe it's a ballad. I
I
definitely like
really
the
like-
vibe of it.
I really liked Car Wreck too. That one was really good.
Car wreck.
Yeah. I saw a car wreck today and it reminded me of you. Made me think of you.
Right.
That was pretty great.
You'd Love Me Now if you knew me then. Got it. It's got to be one of my favorite ones on
That-
it. I
that
think it
one's
was
really good too.
it was one that I didn't. I listened to it from like start to finish, and I kind of just like listened to it in passing, and then I kind of came back to it, and I liked it a little bit more. Do you guys mind if I play a little bit of it right now?
Let's go ahead.
Let's do it.
A freelance journalist looking for inspiration. Got up early one December morning. He hailed a cab and went down to the city's east side where the homeless live in cardboard boxes. He was searching for a subject and found a shaggy-haired, dirty man willing to talk. The man said, "Yeah, I made a few mistakes, but it was bad luck that really did me in. You'd love me now if you knew me then. I had a good job, wife and kids. I was an honest man. But some things happen we may never understand. You'd love me now if you knew me then."
Nice. That one's really good too, because that one's a very story-driven song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
it reminds me of like those old emo songs that would like start with just talking in the beginning of it.
Yeah, you know what? With that being my real style of music, like I think that's why I like it so much. Is I love like a story song, but then like having it just be that intro with that like fuzzy audio of just talking over it. Oh, I like it a lot.
Plus, sounds like he's like ripping pull off a heater too. There, just
Sounds like he's seething with rage.
No, I definitely this is a pretty solid album.
it's great.
And
It took me a little bit to
Yeah.
get into it. I think the first thing, because don't listen to it in the car if it's your first time listening to it. Don't do that.
where I listened to it the first time.
I listened to it in the car
And-
as well.
And then when I first time through it, I was like, "Oh, it's all right," but it's because I listened to it in the car. As soon as I got to actually to my home and my like actual sound system, way better.
See, I don't have
You
an
gotta get
actual sound
those.
system. I have headphones.
I mean, that's the sound system.
I think
the
you just need
sound
to be
system
sitting
in your
down for it,
ears.
man.
I
Just
did
chill
it while
with
I
it.
was working. While I was downstairs in my basement working on some prop stuff. Yeah, had it going. It was great. It was over before I even knew it too. It's like, oh, it's already done.
Yeah, they're not very long songs, except for If You Love Me Now. That's probably the longest one.
What?
What, you got something?
No.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, it's because we already know that Spud Davenport he doesn't like to do parody music. He likes to do more satirical music. But there's actually some just real like serious songs on here. Like I don't think it's all satire by any means.
I think the
But-
sandwich song is like seriousness guised as satire.
Seriousness guised as satire.
Yeah.
I mean, I could kind of see that. because it's kind of a
'Cause
funny way of saying it.
Yeah, like the message is a serious message, but then the way he delivers it is definitely satirical.
Right. Well, Spud always says if rock and roll is not fun, it's not rock and roll. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
Mick, you said yours
Yes.
was car. That was your favorite one. Was car wreck.
So, roommates and car wreck are my two favorites, actually.
And Calvin, did you like roommates also? No, you didn't like roommates.
No,
'Cause
he
that
didn't.
was
It was
that
too
was- you didn't
grungy.
like- it was too
Grungy one.
grungy for you.
So, you know what? We're going to show you what he doesn't like right here.
Once upon a time, Salem 93, you and I had absolutely nothing. That was alright. Music was our drug, flannel our religion. We'd walk and talk in our beat up Doc Martens. And it sure felt right. But just like trends, luck can easily end. Ain't that the way it goes? We're just roommates. We go our own way and we share the rent. We're just roommates. Wonder where the love and the sex went. Hey!
Guys,
Yeah.
if that song had just been left on the cutting floor, can you even believe it? Like,
That one's just great.
what the heck? I am so
Yeah.
glad that song stayed on there.
That one's, like, got to be my favorite. Out of the album, I think that one's my favorite.
No, I mean, you definitely feel like the Kurt Cobain, the Pearl Jam, the Dave Grohl, like all of that. Like that is a through and through grunge song.
And even the lyrics to it too. Like I've had some lost loves in the past that I can
Oh,
relate
yeah?
to on that level.
Okay,
I'm like,
okay.
man, it's not fun anymore. What happened?
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
My one other song that really stood out to me was "Hot for Teacher," and he really actually excited me when he was on the podcast before when he said it was a very interesting take of it because I love Van Halen. Like Van Halen is one of the bands that like my dad like I don't want to say idolize Eddie, but like that was where he
yeah.
modeled a lot of his guitar style was after Eddie Van Halen. Like we had a 5150 stack inside of our living room my entire time growing up. So like I love Van Halen. So listening to this, it was pretty interesting. I really liked this take on it. Do you guys care if I play just a little bit? Just a quick little snippet?
Sure.
Teacher, stop that screaming. Whoa, teacher, don't you see? I don't wanna be no uptown fool. Maybe I should go to hell, but I'm doing well. Teacher needs to see me after school. I think of all the education that I've missed, but then my homework was never quite like this. I've got it bad, so bad. I'm hot for teacher. I've got it bad, so bad, so bad. I'm hot for teacher.
Oh my gosh, it's
You
so
feel it.
good. It's so good.
Yeah, right. I mean, you just.
I love that. Oh, go ahead.
And again, that one, it took me a minute to realize it because I didn't I just had it playing in the car. I didn't realize what it was.
Oh, got
Like,
it. Yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
after the first thing, I was like, "This really sounds like Hot for." Is this Hot for Teacher?
Hot for Teacher.
It was great.
It's so funny because then I also like, after a couple times of listening to it, I was like, okay, I have to listen to the actual song, and I'm like, it's just such a different vibe, but it's like, it's so good. It's
is.
so good. I mean, this like the message of Hot for Teacher, obviously, like you think of the really hot teacher that you obviously had. We all had one, okay? Calvin,
Miss
you
Cheney.
had one.
I was
oh wow, you
homeschooled.
actually had a name. Calvin, you know which one it was then.
I was homeschooled.
Calvin. You know-
There
you
was
know
no
what I
hot
mean?
for teacher.
Well, I remember going to your class once or twice, and I remember seeing one of them there. But I just also think it's funny that he was on our podcast talking about a David Lee Roth story, and then he actually had the song on his album, and yeah,
It's pretty great.
pretty great.
It's pretty awesome. So, again, the name of that album is Songs for the Cynical. And if you don't know who it is, who we're talking about, Spud Davenport, the coolest guy out of Southern California. Go pick up his album anywhere. You have something you want to say there, Devin?
I was just gonna say, do you Calvin? You weren't there because you were doing something else. But do you remember when he asked? He said that he said his name was a joke, not like a joke, but like
Mhm.
he said his name meant something. Do you know what it is? Do you remember what it
Yes, I
was?
do.
Because it took me a while to figure it out.
It took me
Calvin-
a long time to wait.
Hold up, Calvin doesn't know.
Mhm.
Calvin, what do you think Spud Davenport means?
Spud reminds me of potatoes,
Okay.
and Davenport sounds like where pirate ships would dock.
Okay.
So he's a potato pirate.
Google what Davenport is real quick. I want you to Google it for me.
I don't know. I like Pirate
Davenport.
Potatoes pretty good.
Pirate potato's not bad.
Or Potato Pirate, sorry.
Davenport is a small, compact writing desk, or a large upholstered sofa, often converted into a bed.
Okay. So now with knowing the second definition of Davenport, what does his name mean?
Potato sofa.
Close. You're close.
You're right there, buddy.
Potato futon.
Switch them around real quick.
Futon potato.
Okay. And what's another word for futon?
Bench potato.
Okay, go back to sofa.
Sofa potato.
Okay, what's another word for sofa?
Recliner potato.
Nope. Recliner's a chair.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to say it. He knows what it is. He
He
feels
knows
real
it
stupid.
does.
He feels real stupid about it too.
You won't admit it.
Hey, I felt like the biggest idiot after I
did
realized it.
too.
Because like, how did I not get that when he was there? I felt so embarrassed.
Oh man, Spud, we're so sorry. Okay, we were so dumb that night. I was 4-5 beers deep. Okay, I'm not
Yeah,
expecting
he was
to know what this
obviously
is.
drunk. I'm sorry for his.
This is what happens. Okay. No, go check out Songs for the Cynical. Just came out. There's a
27th of January, so it's fresh.
yes, less
We'll
than a
also
month
link it.
old.
Down below, we'll put the Spotify link and then a link to his site so you can get his actual physical album if it's on there.
And
Or-
definitely go on
I
YouTube
think-
also. Oh yeah.
Is the physical one on there, or is it just the digital version? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a really important question. You know what? This is what you're supposed to do with preparation, man.
It is.
You
See, but
didn't.
you guys like to Google things, so
We like to Google things. You're right.
I have
I
all this
enjoy the
technology
Google.
in front of me, but I don't like to touch it sometimes.
No, it's just the
Just
the
the digital.
download. Yeah, just digital.
All right, so go and pick it up though. Give him some support and love. Plus, he's coming up here on
I
his
lied.
tour.
I lied.
He's-
I lied. There's a CD.
Oh,
I lied. There's a CD.
no. There is.
It was
a
on
CD.
another
All right.
tab.
Scratch that. There is a CD. Go get that because it's even better. And then if you're up here in the Pacific Northwest when he's on tour, we're gonna get him here in Olympia, hopefully. I don't know when his tour starts, but very soon he's gonna start. I mean, I'm sure getting it going. But bring it with you and you can get it signed.
Definitely go
Plus,
check
catch
out his
him if you're in
YouTube.
California.
Yeah, he's in California.
There's
You
a
might pop up and see him at any time in the small state of California. So
it's like one of the small states in the country.
it's
really.
super.
Yeah, itty bitty. I mean, everybody's related.
There's a restaurant in Oregon called Davenport that serves entire fried birds.
Okay. That was a fun little anecdote, man. I really appreciate you telling us. This actually really fit in perfectly with the review. I was wondering how we were going to finish it. So
don't check out the restaurant, but check out the musician.
Maybe if Spud ever comes up to visit, we can meet him halfway in Oregon and go to Davenport.
Or
that's actually not a bad idea.
In Oregon.
Yeah.
Huh?
I would like to take
see
Spud
him in
Davenport
Oregon
to the restaurant Davenport.
And then take him to Davenport.
Yeah. Do that.
He'd probably really appreciate it.
And we can buy him an entire fried bird.
An entire fried bird. Well, like we said, go get his album and listen to it all. And hopefully your songs are the same favorites as ours, or maybe they're the other ones.
Tell us, what's your favorite?
Exactly. And hashtag us and at us and at Spud too. Like, if you pick it up or if you're listening to it, take a picture of it and put it on Twitter and tag us and Spud in it, so we can see that you're listening.
Just Mick.
And tag me, my personal one, and then tag also the Beers Per Minute, and we'll get you out there. We'll show you some love for liking his album.
Shows you some love.
Shows you some love. All right. On that note, bye.
Peace.
That's just what
Just keep telling yourself it will be okay. It's still mostly raining outside. Maybe one day I will move back home to stay. At least that's what I say in my mind.
Beers Per Minute has been presented by Stupid Mythic Forest. New episodes come out on Wednesday at 8 a.m. Don't forget to rate and subscribe so you never miss a thing.